Chapter 31 Tang Lan is going to cause trouble, Flender's request. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Since physical damage doesn't work, let's use magic damage. The first soul skill, Eagle Strikes the Sky. Flender's soul power exploded, and he launched an even faster attack, trying to use his soul power to shock Tang Lan's physical body. As a result, the soul power entered Tang Lan's body and lost contact directly, the seal of immortality. Then, with the next hit, he felt a familiar taste. Yes, his own soul power. What the hell? Tang Lan's borrowed strength could even rob soul power. Flanders became more and more frightened as he fought. The soul power in the body is also getting less and less, for a time. It actually feels a bit like being consumed to death. It makes him lose his confidence. He is a majestic 7-ring soul saint, level 78. Being restrained by a level 40 kid. Seeing Dai Mubai's group of little children below, his eyes became more and more weird. Flanders knew that he couldn't wait any longer. Otherwise, his majesty as the dean may have been lost. The sixth soul skill, Golden Cat Eagle. The disappeared golden armor reappeared. Flanders raised his hand to grab Lei Yan's Haotian hammer, and relied on level suppression to press and stop the random cloak hammer technique. Lei Yan's Haotian hammer launched a powerful offensive and directly struck Ling Tian. Boom! Flames and thunder exploded on Flanders' body, and his golden armor was dimmed by the hammer. Flanders' palms trembled, and he finally took it. I was secretly relieved. That's it. The second soul skill, Cat's Eye. Locked down Tang Lan. The fourth soul skill, Eagle Claw Cutting. .10 sharp air blade struck Tang Lan from both sides in arcs. Tang Lan pulled away and left. Repeat the same trick by walking on the Life Soul Blue Silver Emperor, and use Lingbo Wei Step to avoid attacks. As a result, this time the sharp air blade was equipped with navigation, and it also had turn tracking. Tang Lan could only cancel the martial spirit Lei Yan Haotian hammer and condense it back into his hand again. Then it rotated rapidly and turned into a light shield to protect the whole body, Haotian body protection. Then he controlled the approaching Life Soul Blue Silver Emperor to form a shield to protect him in front. The sharp air blade followed closely, cutting open the Life Soul Blue Silver Emperor, hitting the light shield. Clang! 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 Amidst the constant clashing sounds, the golden light on Tang Lan's body was booming, and the immortal seal was operating at full strength. It turned out to be safe and sound, and he took over the fifth soul skill. The fifth soul skill of the 7-ringed soul saint. Of course, the price was his internal strength, which plummeted by as much as 30%, but it's not a big problem. The 9-yang divine art was activated at full power, providing him with a steady stream of internal energy. The immortal seal also absorbed a lot of soul power, which can be used for the next attack, but that's it. Oops! Tang Lan screamed deliberately and flew backwards. The Life Soul Blue Silver Emperor along the way tried to stop him, but was beaten to pieces. Bam! It hit the ground, raising dust all over the sky. Loud, Xiao Wu's heart tightened. He hurried over quickly, looking worried. Only Flanders looked suspicious. Then relief came. This little guy. Interesting. The smoke cleared. Tang Lan knelt down on one knee holding the Lei Yan Haotian hammer. His clothes were disheveled and his hair was messy, and his face was sickly pale. At first glance, he looked like he had suffered internal injuries, coupled with his handsome face. Zhu Zhuqing's cold heart beat faster. I feel sorry for Xiao Wu. Don't worry, I'm fine. Tang Lan said through the mental link. If you don't act like this, Dean Flender will lose face. Xiao Wu was startled. His worried expression faded, and he glanced at Flanders landing strangely. He lowered his head silently, fearing to be seen raising the corners of his mouth. Zhu Zhuqing and others also gathered around at this time. I have a big sausage. Oscar handed over a few recovery sausages, and Tang Lan swallowed them without hesitation, selectively forgetting that spell. It's good to restore the taste of sausage, can restore a small amount of internal strength. Tang Lan also let go of control and his complexion returned to rosy. He complimented Flanders. Thank you, Dean, for showing mercy. You are just overestimating your capabilities. Being so shameless to Flanders makes me feel a little embarrassed. If a student is so good at getting into trouble, he can't be ignorant, right? He immediately praised. I also have a level advantage. If it weren't for the defense of the sixth soul skill, this competition would be hard to predict. At the same level, Xiao Lan, you are invincible. Within level 10, if you are not a super martial spirit, you will still win. Even if you are 20 levels above you, ordinary soul masters will still be consumed to death if they cannot break through your encirclement and suppression. Of course, this advantage will gradually shrink as the level increases and the life of the soul ring shortens. But until the seven-ringed soul saint has the true body of the martial soul, the difference will not be too big. This evaluation, it's not too high. Tang Lan nodded understandingly. I finally know where my upper limit is. Wow! Brother, you are so awesome! Xiao Wu exclaimed. Everyone nodded in agreement. More eyes drifted towards Tang San. Although it was not said aloud, everyone who could understand understood it. They were both born to the same parents. Why is there such a gap? Ahem! Flanders shouted. Have you finished running the lap? You didn't even eat dinner, right? That everyone was shocked. He ran away in a hurry. Ma Hongjun stays. Wait for people to disappear. Flender looked at Tang Lan appreciatively. Xiao Lan, except for group activities, you can arrange your time freely. When people take care of their own face, of course they should reciprocate the favor, Tang Lan chuckled. Thank you, Dean. Fran pulled Ma Hongjun and scolded. I heard that you had a conflict with Xiao Lan yesterday. Did you have a bad mouth again? Apologize quickly. Ma Hongjun saw with his own eyes today how powerful Tang Lan was in combat. I was already frightened, now hearing this that he quickly nodded and bowed to apologize. I had a bad mouth yesterday, and I won't dare to do it again. Brother Lan, you have a lot, please spare me. Flanders also looked at Tang Lan, waiting for an answer. Tang Lan shrugged. Now that the dean has spoken, let's let the matter of yesterday be revealed. Ma Hongjun breathed a sigh of relief. In the next few years, there is no need to worry. I thought this matter would come to an end here. Don't want. Xiao Lan, I have a heartfelt request. Flanders said with some embarrassment. In the battle just now, I found that your soul power is masculine and pure, and it seems that you can restrain evil spirits. Hongjun's martial soul mutated and he was born with an evil fire, which affected his personality. Why don't you give it a try and dispel him? Or you can use your life soul blue silver grass to try to suck out the evil fire. Okay. As expected of a master, he really thinks about Ma Hongjun, just right. Tang Lan originally had this plan to conquer Ma Hongjun, just nodded. Then I'll give it a try. He raised his hand and put it on Ma Hongjun's shoulder, inputting the internal power of the Jiuyang divine skill from Zhigang Zhiyang. That's when you enter, that I encountered a strange smell, and there was something sinister in the scorching heat. They merged into Ma Hongjun's soul power and became entangled. Extremely difficult to decompose, Tang Lan activated the nine yang divine skill's internal power and turned it into a scorching sun, melting the evil spirits along the way, but what also melted away was the burning heat. Ma Hongjun's originally high-quality soul power plummeted, kill 1,000 enemies and lose 800, Tang Lan withdrew the internal power of the nine yang divine skill and frowned. It's not that it's difficult. For example, if Ma Hongjun is allowed to practice the nine yang magic skills, not only will these not be a problem, but they will actually help his practice. But Ma Hongjun, you should know this yourself, right? Tang Lan asked suddenly. Chapter 32 Exposing Ma Hongjun. Ning Rongrong went crazy. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ma Hongjun, you should know this yourself, right? Tang Lan asked suddenly. Ma Hongjun was confused. What do you know? Tang Lan sneered and exposed it unceremoniously. Although your evil fire has side effects, it also keeps you in a state of high energy all the time. If you train hard, you can consume the evil fire to the maximum extent and minimize the negative effects. Then your current achievements will definitely far exceed those of your peers. But you chose the easiest way to vent your anger, eating and finding women. You live a happy life. Ma Hongjun was stunned. How could Tang Lan figure out his fundamentals in just 10 seconds? Flanders looked angry when he saw this. Have you been deceived? He didn't have the inner strength of the 9-yang divine skill, so he couldn't see through the nature of that strange aura, coupled with Ma Hongjun's preconceived misleading, the misjudgment resulted, but it's impossible for Ma Hongjun himself not to know. Ma Hongjun! Flanders yelled angrily, is this what I taught you? Your master is the one who deceived everyone. Snapped. Ma Hongjun knelt down directly to Flanders. Master! I was wrong. But exercise is exhausting, so tiring. I've tried it secretly in private, but it's not something a human can endure. Tears burst into tears and true feelings were revealed. It made Flanders feel soft. After all, he is just a child, and he is just too playful. But when he glanced at Tang Lan from the corner of his eye, he put away this thought. How much hardship must Tang Lan have suffered in private to be able to behave like a monster? If other people's children can tolerate it, why can't you? From now on, you are not allowed to go to those places again. Flanders said cruelly, in the future, all training volume will be doubled. If you can't finish it, you won't be able to eat. Ma Hongjun wailed. Wouldn't this cost him his life? He wanted to beg for mercy from Flanders, but was kicked out. You can also choose to ignore my words, but from now on, don't be my disciple, Flanders. As soon as these words came out, Ma Hongjun understood that there was no room for negotiation. I know, master, I will try my best. No. I will definitely implement it strictly according to your standards. Ma Hongjun corrected his attitude. Get out. Ma Hongjun turned around with a grimace and ran wildly, 80 laps. Isn't this faster? Not to mention dinner, even midnight snacks are too late. Hey. Flanders sighed heavily. This child Hongjun was abandoned by his father since he was a child. After being accepted as my disciple, I took more care of you. I didn't expect that I would develop such a sneaky character. Tang Lan declined to comment. Ma Hongjun's character problem is indeed inseparable from education. Then Dean, if you have nothing to do, I'll go for a run. Go. By the way, Dean. Tang Lan said, actually, it's just running, which doesn't mean much. It's better to let teacher Zhao turn on the gravity enhancement. Running with weights can improve all aspects. Flender looked at Tang Lan in surprise. Xiao Wuji's soul skill gravity enhancement is not as simple as carrying weight, it targets not only muscles, but also bones, internal organs, and even meridians. Not only is it tiring, it can also be painful over time. After all, who can stand a shot put hanging on the heart, liver, spleen, lungs and kidneys for a long time? But Tang Lan experienced this soul skill yesterday, since you still dare to mention it. Then give it a try. Flanders nodded. Call back those who are running. Don't want. Ning Rongrong disappeared. Flanders looked ugly and looked directly at Dai Mubai, who was leading the team. Ning Rongrong was halfway through the run and said she was tired and wanted to take a shower. Dai Mubai directly broke the news. Flanders is so angry. Mubai, go and call her over to me. It's the dean. Dai Mubai ran away quickly. Flanders said with a dark face what Tang Lan was thinking. Oscar and others changed their minds and looked at Tang Lan with resentful eyes. You are the only conspicuous person, you have to remind the teacher to do more homework, right? What do you mean? Xiao Wu said displeasedly, brother is doing this for everyone's good, not to harm you. No. Ma Hongjun hurriedly explained, I don't mean anything else, it's just that. Tang Lan waved his hand and didn't care. After some time, they will know how happy it is to have a gravity room for body training. Teacher Zhao, let's start. Xiao Wuji didn't waste any time, he just opened the soul ring and unleashed the soul skills. Because of image issues, he wore a hooded robe and hid his face in the hood. In this haste, except for Xiao Wu and Zhu Zhuqing, one on the left and one on the right grabbed Tang Lan in time to stabilize his body. The other's feet immediately softened and fell to the ground. Wow! Teacher Zhao. Why are you carrying out a sneak attack? Oscar exaggerated, it's broad daylight, why are you wearing a robe? What responded to him was a slow increase in gravity. It seems that the gravity is not enough. You still have time to pay attention to these things. Xiao Wuji said calmly, this time it was Oscar who received a look of resentment. Why do you say you are a bitch? And compared to Tang Lan, Ma Hongjun can argue with confidence. Uncle Big Sausage, please stop talking. Oscar feels wronged. What happened to Xiao Wuji today? Is it like eating gunpowder? Okay, stop lying down. Flanders scolded, look at Xiaolan, she has already started jogging, and she is dragging 3 of her with her. Oscar raised his head with difficulty. Sure enough, they saw Xiao Wu and Zhu Zhuqing, one on the left and the other on the right, holding the Lan Yin Huang, a life soul, and being led by Tang Lan to trot. Tang San was also hanging on the back, taking 1 step at a time. Good guy. Is this guy's physique so abnormal? We are all men, so we can't lose. Oscar gritted his teeth and pushed himself up, swinging his legs and moving out step by step. Seeing this, Ma Hongjun could only get up with a grimace, follow the group. This made Flanders very unhappy. Ma Hongjun is a battle soul master. Is Oscar, the auxiliary soul master, physically better than him? Actually, his eyes fell on Tang Lan again, especially on the wristbands, belts, and shoes. He stayed for a moment. It seems that Ma Hongjun's willpower needs to be tempered. After half an hour, Dai Mubai looked ugly as he dragged Ning Rongrong back, whose hands were tied with a rope. Obviously there was a lot of unpleasantness just now. Flanders. Ning Rongrong immediately got angry when they met. You, a little 7-ringed soul saint, dare to have me tied up. That unruly momentum attracted everyone's attention. Tang Lan also looked over. It seems that the lesson learned last night has made Ning Rongrong wake up, but her unruly character was deep in her bones, and when her emotions arose, she still couldn't control her temper. There's something good to watch. Flender's face darkened. Waved for Dai Mubai to join the team. He touched the Shang Fang sword on his chest. Ning Fengzhi's letter, full of confidence. He still doesn't believe it. Can't he cure you, little girl? The 8th update is words long. Please give me your approval. The more votes you get, the more waste blue updates you'll get. Chapter 33 Tang Lan's Secret. The sniper rifle is finally here. Page 12. You are listening at novelfull.audio. With the sword of Shang Fang here, Flanders is full of confidence. He cleared his throat and raised his voice. You can either pack your things and leave now, or prove to me your determination to change. Dai Mubai and others were shocked. The dean dared to train the little princess of Qibao glazed sect like this. Wouldn't that be even more rude to them? Immediately accelerated a few minutes. Seeing this, Flanders nodded secretly. This is the effect we want, however. Ha! Ning Rongrong sneered. If I don't leave, Flanders, what can you do to me? Flanders didn't get angry and just waved his hand. Mubai, go pack this young lady's luggage and throw it out of the academy. How dare you? Ning Rongrong glared angrily. As young as I am, you are still the first or second person to dare to do this to me. Flanders ignored him and glared at Dai Mubai. Why don't you go quickly? Dai Mubai felt miserable. Why are you acting like an errand? But he didn't dare to resist Flanders, so he could only leave. He also deliberately slowed down to give Ning Rongrong a chance to admit her mistake. Don't go. Ning Rongrong said angrily, if you dare to go, I will let the 7 treasures glazed sect offer you a reward. Dai Mubai also has a temper. Glancing at Ning Rongrong with disdain, he activated his martial spirit and ran all the way. Flanders was in shock. He just wants to scare Ning Rongrong. Why are you still playing it serious? But now that the matter has come to this, it's hard to call him back. Continuing education guide. No matter who the eldest lady of the 7 treasures glazed sect is, to me, she is just a great soul master. Everyone here is more talented than you. Ning Rongrong's eyes widened, filled with dissatisfaction. She glanced around the scene, selectively skipping Tang Lan, Xiao Wu, Tang San, and Zhu Zhuqing. They were all higher in level than him. His eyes wandered on Ma Hongjun and Oscar, finally, locked in Oscar, who is also an auxiliary soul master. Pointing at him, he said confidently, no matter what I do, I am better than this perverted uncle, right? Oscar. Abnormal uncle. The idea of keeping them at arm's length has become more thorough. This young lady cannot be offended. Oh. Flanders retorted, have you ever seen a food-type soul master with innate soul power? A depth charge stunned Ning Rongrong. The first reaction is no. Impossible. How can an auxiliary martial spirit have full innate soul power? Flanders smiled, it was as if he was laughing at Ning Rongrong's ignorance. The Oscars are unprecedented. Given time, it may not be impossible to replace you in the Seven Treasures glazed sect. Ning Rongrong's eyes widened, unable to believe the reality. Suddenly, Flanders shouted, Xiao Lan, come out. Tang Lan blinked, did you eat melon on yourself? Came out confused, Flanders said, take off all your burdens. Tang Lan suddenly realized, this is a heavy blow to Ning Rongrong. He took off his wristband and threw it aside. Bam! The sound of a heavy object falling to the ground startled everyone. Follow the prestige that I saw the wrist guard embedded in the ground, making a small crater. How heavy is this? Bam! Another hole was made in the wrist guard. Bam! Bam! Two shoes flew away, and there were 2 more potholes. Boom! This was the movement of the belt, and everyone even felt a slight vibration on the ground. The most outrageous is, Tang Lan took off his coat and a black vest underneath, revealing explosive muscles that looked like steel. Throw it away. Boom! The nearby pebbles were shaken up. Hiss! There was a gasp. Xiao Wu even twitched his lips. This little baby fought with him yesterday, and he was still carrying a heavy weight. Who knows, family members, they look down on Soul Saint too much, right? By all means, Xiao Wu is still the one who suffers. Even Flanders was also shocked. He saw that these were weights, but he didn't know they were so heavy. Xiao Lan, how many kilograms do these weights of yours weigh? Flanders asked. A wrist weighs 200 kilograms, a shoe weighs 400 kilograms, a belt weighs 800 kilograms, and a vest weighs 1,000 kilograms, which is exactly 3,000 kilograms. Tang Lan replied. Everyone was shocked when they heard this. Wait. Tang Lan was in the gravity area just now, and he was still underweight. Everyone's minds were buzzing and they didn't want to face reality. After a few seconds, Zhu Zhuqing suddenly looked at Xiao Wu and placed his hand on her pink wrist. I'm not as powerful as my brother. Xiao Wu stuck out her tongue. The total weight is only 900 pounds. Tang San silently retreated behind everyone. He was too embarrassed to carry the 250 pounds. After all, if it is too heavy, it will stop growing. Ning Rongrong. Flanders continued his education. People who are better than you work harder than you. What right do you have to be proud of? Of all these people, you. It's the worst. Ning Rongrong felt like she was hit hard. How had the little princess of the Qibao glazed sect ever been treated like this? But she couldn't refute it, and she felt aggrieved, thinking about what happened last night again. I felt sad for a moment. He gave Tang Lan a vicious look. I hate you. Shaking his head and running away, a few teardrops fell from the air and shattered on the ground. Tang Lan was left confused. What do you hate me for? It was Flanders who taught you a lesson. As someone who had been there, Flanders saw something. Xiaolan, go and notify Mubai to come back and stop packing Rongrong's luggage. Then go and comfort Rongrong. Tang Lan slowly typed. Dean, what are you doing? But he still nodded and put on all the weights. Expand the blues-silver domain and let the blues-silver grass pass the message through the spiritual link. Dai Mubai has his life soul blues-silver emperor seed in his body and can receive this news. At the same time, he comforted Xiao Wu. I'll come as soon as I go, don't worry. Chapter 34 Zhu Zhuqing's favor, attached to the soul bone. Page 12. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Zhuqing, let me help you go to the cafeteria. Zhu Zhuqing glanced at Dai Mubai and suddenly felt that he was hypocritical. Abandoning his fiancée, he fled the Star Luo Empire to avoid responsibility. Here at Shrek, you can drink and indulge as much as you want. Why are you pretending to be affectionate now? Sneered. Zhu Zhuqing managed to get up and stumbled towards the cafeteria. She had no choice before. Now that she has a better goal, she doesn't want to have anything to do with someone like Dai Mubai. Dai Mubai looked at Zhu Zhuqing's leaving figure, his expression changing constantly, guilt, anger, confusion. Oscar and Ma Hongjun looked at each other. There is a story. But seeing that Dai Mubai was in a bad state, he didn't dare to say anything. They supported each other and moved to the cafeteria. Tang Lan also came to Xiao Wu and stretched out his hand to her. Xiao Wu happily took Tang Lan's hand, stood up and jumped on his back, waving her little hands. Drive. Tang Lan smiled lovingly, lifted her butt and walked to the cafeteria. When passing by Tang San, he stopped and took a look. Tang San shook his head decisively. He still wanted to lose face and didn't need Tang Lan's support. Tang Lan just showed off, nodded and left quickly. Soon he caught up with Zhu Zhuqing and was about to pass her. Zhu Zhuqing staggered and fell to the ground. Is it such a coincidence? Although Zhu Zhuqing fell in the opposite direction, Tang Lan put his arm around her shoulder with one quick step. Thank you, thank you. Zhu Zhuqing whispered, I can leave by myself, you let me go. Xiao Wu jumped off Tang Lan's back and supported Zhu Zhuqing on the other side. Gee, we're a team now. Go. Let's go to the cafeteria to cook. Seeing this, Zhu Zhuqing did not refuse. Tang Lan changed his hug to a hand, and Zhu Zhuqing didn't know whether he was too tired or not and didn't notice it. There was no comment until we sat down in the cafeteria. Not right either. The host gained Zhu Zhuqing's favor and pulled Dai Mubai as his first choice, causing Tang San to lose the support of the Netherworld White Tiger. Steal a small amount of Tang San's luck. Reward, 2,000-year-old soul bone, double eyes. Oh. The second most possessed soul bone on the list of Soul Master's dreams. Although it is only a mere 2,000 years, but the reason why people flock to externally attached soul bones is because they are growable. Look at Tang San. The 8 spider spears with attached soul bones were used by the 3-ringed soul masters to become gods, and evolved into the 8 wings of the sea god. You can know how precious the attached soul bone is. Finish the meal hastily. Tang Lan made an excuse and returned to the dormitory first. System, take out the reward. A ball of light appeared out of thin air, with a crystal-like eyeball inside, glowing with purple brilliance. Not a pair. Very good. We can also add an external soul bone for the eyes. Without hesitation, he directly pressed the double pupil on his left eye, then he decisively opened the blue-silver domain, and his consciousness escaped into each blue-silver grass. Most of the connections with the body are blocked. The process of fusing the attached soul bone is not a beautiful one. Rao is so. Tang Lan still felt that his left eyeball was swollen, sore and hot. If this is faced head-on, TSK. It scares me just thinking about it. After more than an hour, the left eyeball returned to calmness. Tang Lan's consciousness returned to its original form and he blinked. The soul bone technique comes to mind. Copy. Copy a soul skill, store it in the double pupil, and release it instantly when needed. It is equivalent to the optional skill bar, but don't forget, the attached soul bone can grow. As the age of the double pupil evolves, the replicable range will also increase. Soul bone skills, self-created soul skills, and even other people's skills. Even, copy the martial spirit. One martial spirit serves as 2 artificial twin martial spirits. Tang Lan was very satisfied with this. Use soul bone skills to copy, bury the blue-silver emperor's 3rd soul skill, life, and store it in the double pupil. This soul skill is already powerful, and before it could be unleashed, it had to open up a martial soul and a soul ring. Instant now, even if a title Douluo comes, he must be tied up first. Tang Lan was very satisfied. Tuck tuck tuck. There was a knock on the door. Enter. The dormitory door opened, and Dai Mubai, who had blonde hair, walked in. Xiaolan, I didn't disturb you, did I? It's okay. Tang Lan asked doubtfully, you are looking for me for something? Dai Mubai pursed his lips. The reason he came was because of what he saw just now, but it's hard for him to mention his past experiences. It's too embarrassing. This makes it difficult to speak. After a few seconds of silence, he changed his mind and said, I'm also planning to move back here. Can you help build a dormitory for me? This is a simple matter. Tang Lan snapped his fingers, and intensive friction sounds came from outside, as well as Oscar's fuck sound. Okay. Tang Lan said, is there anything else? Dai Mubai shook his head, turn around and leave, closing the door consciously. Tang Lan sneered, he couldn't even shamelessly fight for his fiancée, deserved to be robbed, yeah, otherwise, it would be difficult for him to answer Dai Mubai's confession. Now, hey. Tang Lan opened the Blue King, poured out the parts of the afternoon hammer, and began to assemble it. A heavy and powerful killing weapon gradually took shape. The gun is 1,447.8 mm long, and the barrel alone is 736.7 mm, occupying half of the length. It is the M107A1 semi-automatic anti-material sniper rifle. The famous Barrett, also known as cannon. One of the most powerful sniper rifles in the world. The effective range is 1,850 meters and the maximum range is 2,500 meters. It is the original M3 optical 10x supersight, which cannot be produced due to limited conditions. Not in a hurry, Tang Lan has the blue-silver domain and can directly aim at it with his mental power, which is equivalent to unlocking and hanging up. In addition, Tang Lan reconfigured a batch of gunpowder, trying to restore Barrett's power as much as possible. Special sniper armor-piercing bullets, 99 mm in diameter, about the same width as Tang Lan's palm. After filling, Xiao Wu also sneaked over, and her eyes lit up when she saw the handsome Barrett sniper rifle. Chapter 35 The Creation of Tang Sect. Generous Rewards. Barrett takes a shot. Page 12. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ning Rongrong asked her soul, but why is Dai Mubai here? Zhu Zhuqing was silent for a moment. She is not someone who talks behind people's backs, although Dai Mubai did this unethically, but she didn't want to either. I escaped on my own. Dai Mubai's voice came. Go by the sound. They saw Dai Mubai, Tang San, and Oscar walking side by side towards the playground. He looked guilty, but his attitude was calm. The royal family of the Star Luo Empire believes in the law of iron and blood. Since I was a child, I have been asked to compete with my brother Davis for the position of heir to the throne. Those who lose in the competition will be killed or imprisoned to avoid internal strife within the family and maintain the stability of the Star Luo Empire. He glanced at Tang San with an incomprehensible tone. My brother Davis has always been on top of me since I was little. It's so overwhelming that I can't even breathe. In the end I understood that there was no way I could beat him, so I ran away. Abandoned my nominal fiancé and ran away alone. The sudden arrival of the big melon caught everyone present by surprise. Tang San was a little speechless. You tell a story, why are you looking at me? Only Zhu Zhuqing sneered. Although the sarcasm was not spoken, it seemed as if he had said everything. She continued. Since then, my sister Zhu Zhuqing has become more aggressive and even directly arranged for people to hunt me down. I had no way out, so I fled all the way here. Two simple sentences, but they contained so much. Everyone was silent about it. Ning Rongrong was even more frightened. Luckily her father gave birth to her. It's really cruel. No wonder the Star Luo Empire's national power is stronger than the Tiando Empire. Tang Lan sighed with emotion. Zhu Zhuqing, I know about you. It's not a big problem. From now on, you are my Tang Sect disciple, and you are the third one to join. The third? Zhu Zhuqing thought of Tang San and Xiao Wu and had no doubts. She put her right hand on her left shoulder and bent down to bow to Tang Lan as a disciple. Disciple Zhu Zhuqing, meet the sect master. There is no kneeling ceremony in Douluo continent, but Zhu Zhuqing's capital was already outrageous, and now he is being squeezed and bent. Tang Lan smiled and helped Zhu Zhuqing up, took out 2 python revolvers and handed them over. This is your initiation ceremony. Zhu Zhuqing took the python revolver and inserted it directly into his lower back. Storage soul tools are very precious. She, a marginalized person who is suppressed everywhere, is not qualified to own them. Wait a minute. Xiao Wu said jealously, brother, you created a sect, why am I not the first to join? That she was just having trouble, why did she suffer so much loss? Yes. Tang Lan smiled and said, didn't I tell you that Zhuqing is the third initiate, and you are my second senior sister in the Tang Sect? When Xiao Wu heard this, she smiled happily again. That's pretty much it. I knew you would never forget me, brother. Holding Tang Lan's arm, all anger disappeared. Wait a minute. Tang San finally reacted, brother, what is the name of the sect you founded? Tang Clan. Tang Lan said matter-of-factly, my surname is Tang, is this the right name for me? Tang San opened his mouth, but he didn't know how to refute, you can't say that this Tang Sect is the name of his previous sect, right? That's right. Tang Lan added, this senior brother's position will be left to you. Tang San, confused face, at this moment, Tang San had not thought about passing on the Tang clan's secret knowledge, there is not much objection to becoming a disciple of this new Tang Sect, just that isn't this too much of a coincidence. But looking at Tang Lan's expected gaze, Tang San couldn't say no. After all, Tang Lan really had no reservations about him. Jiuyang magic was given, it conflicted with Xiantian Kung, so I was too anxious and didn't practice it, the seal of immortality was given, he himself was not talented enough, and if his training went wrong, Tang Lan would have to deal with the aftermath, Lingbo Weibu also gave it, but because of the ghost shadow fans, he still didn't practice, even the dragon capturing hand collided with the crane capturing dragon. Or he didn't practice it himself, as for the drawings of the Python revolver and Uzi, they were given to him before he even opened his mouth, how could he refuse this treatment from his own brother? Okay. Thank you, brother. Tang San compromised, the host founded the Tang Sect and made Tang San the top disciple, giving up the creation of the Tang Sect in another world. Seize a moderate amount of Tang San's luck. Reward, Soul Guidance Device, Storage Chapter Mastery. Reward, Soul Guidance Device, Mastery of Blue-Silver Grass Signal Conversion. Open. All methods of making soul tools have been lost on Douluo continent, so this storage soul guide is an exclusive deal. In the future, Tang Clan will not be afraid of running out of money. As for this blue-silver grass signal conversion soul guide, Tang Lan checked it carefully and was quite surprised. As the name suggests, it can convert the signal of blue-silver grass into the required information, text, sound, image, both. Similarly, the information can also be converted into blue-silver grass signals in reverse, and then transmitted through blue-silver grass. Isn't this a signal tower? Moreover, blue-silver grass is spread all over the continent, so there is no need to build base stations. As long as this soul guide is produced, it can be used directly. As you can imagine, once this soul guide becomes popular, those who want a better signal will definitely plant blue-silver grass on a large scale. As the emperor of blue-silver grass, he would benefit the most from having more blue-silver grass. TSK. This reward is so appetizing. Overjoyed, Tang Lan took out Barrett and showed it to Tang San. This is the soul guide newly developed by me. I named it Barrett Sniper Rifle. The power should be very good. Xiao San, please give it a try. The basic principle is the same as the Python revolver, just aim and pull the trigger. Tang San took Barrett with complicated eyes. How is it that developing a soul guide is as easy as drinking water? But Xiao Wu didn't agree. Brother. You are partial. Why can't Tang San get started right away, but I still have to train? Tang Lan glanced at Xiao Wu. The inspiration for my soul guide comes from Xia Sanzi's hidden weapon. And Barrett's shooting range is over 2,000 meters. Can you see that far? Chapter 36 Zhu Zhuqing's Explosive Data. Misled Tang San into going astray. Page 3. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After thinking carefully, Zhao Wuji gave the answer. If it can really be done, even if its power is reduced by half, I won't be able to defend it. The eyes have soul bones attached to them. Otherwise, even for a titled Douluo, they would be a fatal weakness. If you can take advantage of it, there is no chance. Tang San's eyes lit up when he heard this. Unfortunately, his purple devil eyes can really see that far. Tang Lan was also surprised. He also fell into a misunderstanding, with Barrett as a killer, who needs to consider weaknesses. You can only hit it, no matter where he is, he can blow people into two pieces. Then, Tang Lan took out the banknotes and quickly drew the M3 optical 10x super sight. Then he took out Barrett's blueprint and handed it to Tang San. After seeing Xiao Ao's telescope, I modified a scope that can magnify objects about 10 times. My dear, you are so clever with your hands that you can make it. This way, you can see the target 6,800 meters away and carry out ultra-long-range sniping. If you can train to the point where you can hit your eyes even from 6,800 meters away, then Xiao-san, you can be considered a title Douluo. Well. Sniper Douluo, Sniper Douluo. Everyone heard it as if it was a fantasy, but think about it carefully, is it really possible? This moment, their worldview collapsed, and their eyes were full of confusion. If he had a soul guide, he could become a title Douluo, then why do they practice so hard? As the dean, Flanders immediately realized the anomaly. What are you thinking about? Flanders scolded. The soul guide is something external to the body after all, and Barrett can only attack it secretly. In a real confrontation, maybe even the defensive Foreign Soul sect can't be killed. Furthermore, is it easier to shoot a person in the eye from a distance of 6,800 meters than it is for you to practice? Flanders' words were like a wake-up call. This made Dai Mubai and others suddenly realize, but when he looked at Tang Lan, he still couldn't help but admire him. He cultivates quickly, has high talent, and even the soul guide he created is so abnormal, compared to, they are obviously geniuses, but why do they look like they are just here to make up the numbers? Ma Hongjun, who arrived belatedly, broke the weird atmosphere at the scene. Huh? Did I miss something? He asked strangely. It made Flanders furious. Look at them, how outstanding they are. Look at you again, it's hard to get up early. Ma Hongjun. From today on, you are also carrying 500 pounds of weight. You are not allowed to take it off even when sleeping. Oh no, Dean. 600 pounds. Ma Hongjun did not dare to beg for mercy anymore, and covered his mouth with a bitter look on his face, although he was the last to arrive, but you're not late either. Are you going to be punished for being on time? But Flanders was his master, and Ma Hongjun had no room to refuse. Start your morning study. Tang San, Xiao Lan, give everyone a set of weights. The specific weight is up to you to discuss. Tang Lan and the other two nodded in agreement. Next moment, except for Ning Rongrong, everyone crowded in front of Tang Lan. Brother Lan, please build me a 200-pound set. Oscar said sheepishly. I want 1,000 pounds. Dai Mubai said confidently. Brother Lan, please give me my 600 pounds. Ma Hongjun cried sadly. Sect Master, I also want 1,000 pounds. Zhu Zhuqing said firmly. Tang Lan's eyes twitched. Tang San over there, aren't you even looking at him? He wouldn't compete with Tang San for this hard work. Zhu Zhuqing stays, and I will teach you Lingbo Weibu. Mubai, you guys go find the mistress. Different treatment of Chiguoguo. By chance, even if it was Dai Mubai, it would be hard to say anything. After all, Zhu Zhuqing is now the third disciple of the Tang Sect. Just go to Tang San's side. Seeing Tang San's dark face, he felt a little embarrassed. Tang Lan didn't care about that. He took out a measuring tape and handed it to Xiao Wu, telling her to measure Zhu Zhuqing's size. Although Tang Lan really wants to do it by himself, he still has to pay attention to the impact. Take out the casting table and get ready to start forging iron. Ning Rongrong came forward at this time. Brother Tang Lan, can you also help me cast the weight? Tang Lan glanced at her with a teasing look. Don't you hate me? Ning Rongrong smiled generously. Brother Lan, you have a lot of money, so you won't care about a girl like me. And your Tang Sect, can I also join? I really want to learn those self-created soul skills. Okay. Tang Lan finally looked squarely at Ning Rongrong, somewhat confused as to what she wanted to do. Sect is not a place where you can come and go freely. Joining requires the consent of the sect, and exiting also requires the sect's permission. Otherwise, it will be regarded as defection. Even if he could hide in the Qibao Glazed sect for the rest of his life, his reputation would be bad. Why do you, the little princess of the Qibao Glazed sect, join my impoverished Tang Sect? Tang Lan asked tentatively. Ning Rongrong curled her lips. Whether it's your talent, your self-created soul skills, or your soul guidance device, you can't say you're in vain. As for money, I can call my dad and lend the sect some money. Brother Lan, just use that soul guide to touch it. How, that is there such a good thing? Startup capital is indeed very important to Tang men. Then you have to think clearly. Tang Lan confirmed again, once you enter the Tang Sect, it will be difficult to leave and become the master of your 7 treasures glazed sect in the future. Let's do it on the side. Ning Rongrong said simply, if that doesn't work, let my dad have another heir. This is a determined decision to join the Tang Sect. Or rather, follow Tang Lan. It would be a bastard not to take advantage of it, so Tang Lan simply agreed. Okay, let's become a disciple. Ning Rongrong didn't show any pretense this time. She put her right hand on her shoulder and bowed to Tang Lan as a disciple. Very good. From now on, you are my 4th disciple of the Tang Sect. I'll give you this Uzi as a gift for your initiation into the sect. Ning Rongrong took Uzi and couldn't put it down, but this time he learned a lesson and reached out to Tang Lan again. Sir, sect master, should I be given more bullets? Tang Lan spread his hands. Chapter 37 The Evolution of the External Soul Bone. Xiao Wu was exposed. Page 12. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Seeing Tang San lost in thought, Tang Lan chuckled, isn't it difficult for you? Take your time and think about it. After watching Zhu Zhuqing and Ning Rongrong for a while, the progress was pretty steady. Tang Lan walked towards Flanders. Dean, I'm going to the city to buy some materials. Go ahead. Flanders said cheerfully, when you are free, come and see me. I have something to discuss with you. Okay. Tang Lan went straight to Soto City, purchased a lot of rare metals, gemstones, carving knives, etc. These are naturally used to make soul guides. Originally he thought, at most, make a blue-silver grass signal conversion soul guide first, because the core of the storage soul guide requires a kind of gem called empty crystal, which can be made by inscribing a space array, but did not expect that in Douluo continent, due to the loss of the soul guide manufacturing technology, the precious empty crystals were regarded as sapphires and made into various jewelry, although it is also very expensive. The smallest one costs hundreds of gold soul coins, but compared with the convenience of storing soul guides, it's not worth mentioning. As for the price, Tang Lan doesn't care. The Tang Sect's main product is firearms. Currently, he is the only one who can make the storage soul guide, and he doesn't have the time to waste it. Stay directly at the Rose Hotel, send a waiter, give him 1 gold soul coin, and go to Shrek to report the news. I won't be going back for the next 2 days. He wanted to prepare hundreds of millions of surprises for Ning Fengzhi. 3 days passed quickly. Early in the morning, Tang Lan returned to the dormitory dusty. I took a shower and opened the door, then he saw Xiao Wu and Zhu Zhuqing standing at the door waiting. Elder brother. Xiao Wu rushed forward and clamped her long legs around Tang Lan's waist. I miss you, brother. Tang Lan rubbed her rabbit ears and looked at Zhu Zhuqing. Is Lingbo Weibu ready for actual combat? Zhu Zhuqing nodded. Where's Rongrong's progress? Tang Lan asked again. Zhu Zhuqing was about to speak. It's definitely slower than Zhuqing. Ning Rongrong's voice came, after all, I am an auxiliary soul master. Tang Lan nodded in understanding. This time with Ning Zong, the main reason is that the transaction went smoothly. Rongrong can choose another technique to learn. As for Zhu Zhuqing, he didn't mention it. The sect is not a school. You can teach whatever you want to learn. There must be a contribution. Really? Ning Rongrong said excitedly, then your soul power can be boiled. You can't learn. Tang Lan shook his head. What? It's up to me to choose what you said. Ning Rongrong's expression collapsed. Tang Lan also smiled. Women are brave enough to practice 9-yang magic. He patted Xiao Wu's waist and motioned for her to explain to Ning Rongrong. Walked towards Tang San's dormitory. There was a constant sound of hammering over there, so I guess they were still busy. Tuck tuck tuck. Little Sanzi, I have something to tell you. Can you come in? The room was quiet for a few seconds. The host asked Tang San to forge it infatuatedly, and the cultivation progress was slowed down. Seize a tiny amount of Tang San's luck. Reward, externally attached soul bone, double eyes years plus 100. Not bad. It seemed that Tang San had the intention to complete the tasks he assigned in the past 3 days. Brother, come in. Tang Lan opened the door and swept around. There is a piece of cloth covering the workbench in the corner. From the outline, it seems that a hidden weapon is being assembled. You know what you are doing in these few seconds. Tang San looked a little unnatural, changing the topic. Brother, I've done a good job of preventing bullets from being stolen. He picked up a bullet from the side and handed it over. I used a mortise antenna structure to jam the joints. It is guaranteed to be able to be launched smoothly with primer and propellant powder. But if someone wants to dismantle or destroy the cartridge casing, the charge will be ignited directly. So even if they get the bullet casings, they won't be able to get the gunpowder formula. Open. Tang San really figured out a way. What about the manufacturing process? Is it difficult? Tang Lan asked. It's even simpler. Tang San said proudly, I chose mold suppression, and the bullets are directly pressed out in one piece. As long as the assembly side does not leak secrets, there will be no problem. TSK. This Tang San is really suitable to be a technical director. As for practicing, as a brother, I will work harder for you. Has the Vulcan cannon and machine gun been developed? Tang Lan asked. Of course. Tang San looked excited and ran to the workbench. A 6-barreled machine gun was slipped over. Brother. This big guy is really too powerful. Tang San said with purple eyes, although it's not as powerful as Heavy Rain, but against mid to low-end soul masters, it's a massacre. Hey. It was really comfortable for Tang San to be used as his subordinate. Tang Lan did not go to get the Vulcan cannon and machine gun, but came to the box on the side. There are 12.7mm machine gun ammunition piled inside, specially supplied to the Vulcan cannon machine gun. It had been holstered with a bullet chain, but it still looked bulky. Tang Lan flashed his hand. He took out an object similar to a magazine and attached it to the bullet chain. All the bullet chains disappeared. Then he came to the side of the Vulcan cannon machine gun, pressed on the magazine, and the bullet chain popped out, pressed into the off-chain feeder. The magazine attaches directly to the barrel, live together. This eliminates the need to carry bulky ammunition boxes. Brother, is this a storage soul guide? Is it used to load bombs? Tang San asked in surprise. This is what you have been studying for the past 3 days. Also, what a waste. Doesn't Tang Lan know how valuable the storage soul guide is? I call it a storage magazine. Tang Lan threw a ring to Tang San. If you want the horse to run, you must also give some pig feed. This storage ring uses the smallest space crystal, with only 1 cubic meter of space, but Tang San still smiled brightly. He has been coveting the storage soul guidance device for a long time. How cool would it be to have a hidden weapon? Now it's finally here. Then he reacted. Elder brother. You have cracked the storage soul guide, can you make it yourself? Tang Lan smiled and nodded, just about to speak. Sect master, mistress. Ning Rongrong shouted outside, my dad is here, and Grandpa Jian is here too. Okay. It came this morning, I'm afraid it didn't arrive last night. Little third son, let's go. Tang Lan said with a smile, come and give sect leader Ning a little shock. Chapter 38 The Key to Unification. Ning Fengzhi wants to take advantage of others. Page 1. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Boom equals. Boom equals. Boom equals. Another roar interrupted Chen Xian's evaluation. The M107A1 model Barrett can fire continuously. Ning Rongrong pulled the trigger repeatedly, but Chen Xian's sword bounced away, easy and freehand. But, when Ning Rongrong took out the Vulcan cannon machine gun, everything changed. When the trigger is pulled, a tongue of fire spits out half a meter, the dusty heart can no longer be leisurely, the rate of fire is 6,000 rounds per minute, which is 100 rounds per second. Chen Xian's single sword was unable to stop all the bullets even though it left an afterimage. the metal storm composed of 12.7 mm machine gun bullets tore apart Chen Xian's body-protecting soul power in half a second and struck his left waist crazily. The second soul skill, Spirit Sword Guard, that the powerful sword energy condensed and formed a protective shield with a diameter of 2 meters around Chen Xian. Da-da-da-da. Ding 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 ding, the Vulcan cannon machine gun was roaring, and the bullet casings piled up into a small mountain, 3 full minutes, 18,000 rounds of machine gun ammunition. The ammunition in the storage magazine was finally exhausted. Ning Rongrong was still holding the Vulcan cannon machine gun, his eyes filled with shock. This firepower covers, isn't it too fierce? Even the titled Douluo was not aware of it for a moment, and his body-protecting soul power was shattered, and he had to use soul skills, and once suppressed it. Although it was because Chen Xian had promised to only defend and not fight back, but he is a titled Douluo. Not to mention the 7th ring soul saint, at least the 6th ring soul emperor is here, and he can only hold up his shield and wait there. 5 ring soul king. Wait for death. Good. Chen Xian sincerely praised Dash. The power of this soul guide is only as powerful as the 3rd soul skill in a single shot, but it is large and long-lasting. The ordinary 5-ringed soul king is here, either dead or injured. If the 6th ringed soul emperor does not have defensive soul skills, he will have to avoid the edge temporarily. If all Qibao glazed sect disciples are equipped with this soul guide, they will be safe and worry-free. That this is a very high rating. Tang Lan silently raised the supply price. It would be a pity for him to lose his conscience if he didn't take advantage of him, but the real highlight is coming. Your Majesty, Sword Douluo. Tang Lan called out to attract attention. There is one more thing I need your help with, and that is. Simultaneously, that he conveyed the message through the blue-silver grass under his feet. Next moment, Chen Xian's eyes suddenly condensed. Still waiting for any action, a ball of fire suddenly exploded on his shoulder, and he took half a step back involuntarily, just about to take action. At the same position on the shoulder, a sniper armor-piercing bullet appeared, shattering the protective soul and tearing the clothes into pieces. Revealing the snow-white skin that can be broken by blows, the same color as his hair. How brave! Chen Xian finally summoned his martial soul 7 killing sword and deflected the 3rd attack that followed. Suspended in Chen Xian's hand, the sword points into the distance. The 4th gem on the sword lit up and turned into a soul ring. The 4th soul skill, killing. Keep someone under the sword. Tang Lan said quickly, a test. It's a test. Chen Xian's murderous aura stagnated. He looked at Tang Lan with doubts. What do you mean? Sword Douluo doesn't know something. Tang Lan took out a handful of Barrett and explained. This Barrett has a maximum sniper range of 6,800 meters. He can kill people invisibly beyond the enemy's sight range. And with Xiaosanzi's precision, he can aim directly at your eyes. So please don't get me wrong. Before the test, I also warned that accidents would happen. Chen Xian recalled it. The first 2 attacks just now were indeed on the left shoulder, and even shattered his body-protecting soul power. If it falls on fragile eyes, Chen Xian was horrified to discover that the best outcome for him would be to lose an eye. Even respond slower. He looked at the Barrett in Tang Lan's hand. How could this thing achieve such an effect? Tang Lan struck while the iron was hot and picked up the Vulcan cannon machine gun. If Vulcan cannons and machine guns appear on the battlefield, they will be enough to make the enemy soldiers bleed like rivers. Even if a high-level soul master appears, dozens of Vulcan cannons and machine guns will fire together, firing thousands of 3rd soul skills every second. How long can you last under the title of Douluo? And all of this can be purchased with only 100 million gold soul coins. The controller can even be a civilian. Do you understand its value? Listen to Tang Lan's story and imagine that scene again. Chen Xian's face became more solemn. He admitted that he had underestimated this soul guide. Also, I underestimated Tang Lan in front of me. As expected of his son. Chen Xian said with emotion again, with this talent, you will definitely be better than others. The host is recognized by Chen Xian and snatches a small amount of Tang San's luck. Reward, Lei Yen Haotian Hammer plus 500 Gene. Tang Lan smiled. It was an unexpected gain. Chen Xian disbanded the 7-killing sword and reported truthfully to Ning Fengzhi. If it hadn't been my shoulder that was attacked just now, I would have been seriously injured today, or even killed. Hiss. 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 There is one on site, so count it as one. Everyone was shocked. I thought Tang Lan sniper Douluo comment a few days ago was just a joke. Didn't you think it could really be done? Especially when he saw Tang San, carrying Barrett and Chen Xian to apologize. I made up my mind, I want to have a good relationship with Tang San. Before, Tang San had a tendency to be a little transparent under Tang Lan's brilliance, but now, even Sword Douluo couldn't defend against an ultra-long-range sniper attack from 6,800 meters away. How could they defend against it? But that's it. This soul guide was invented by Tang Lan, so the strongest one is him as the older brother. Tang San just got the benefit of the doubt. After a short silence, Ning Rongrong was actually the first one to take action. She came to Chen Xian and hugged him. I have lingering fears. Grandpa Jian, you scared me to death just now. The sect leader actually used me as bait, and his final killer move was the mistress. It's really too much. Chen Xian was very pleased and rubbed Ning Rongrong's hair with a smile. As the saying goes, a war never tires of deceit. If it weren't for sect leader Tang's arrangement, it would be difficult for me, Grandpa, to realize the value of this firearms soul guide. Chapter 39, Seize the Middle Luck. 2-year-old soul bone attached. Page 12. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Dean's room. Tang Lan and Ning Fengzhi sat opposite each other with serious expressions. Sect Master Tang, please elaborate. Tang Lan took out the drawings of the Python revolver, Uzi, and communication soul guide, and slapped them directly on the table. We are all smart people, so I won't beat around the bush. When the Tang Sect was first established, even though they had 2 major soul tools in their hands, after all, the ordinary man was not guilty and the one with the jade was guilty. I need a relatively safe environment to grow. So I gave the blueprints to the Qibao Glazed Sect, which can not only produce these soul tools on a larger scale, but also ensure my own safety. And as the Qibao Glazed Sect is the only designated foundry, needless to say the benefits, the gain in reputation is what sect leader Ning values the most, right? We each get what we need, and no one suffers. Ning Fengzhi nodded slightly and agreed with Tang Lan's point of view, but he pointed out the key point once and for all. I heard from Rongrong that the firearms soul guide needs a soul guide called a bullet to be complete, that the information was collected very quickly. Tang Lan said frankly, the bullets will be fully produced by our Tang Sect. It's just the manpower and financial resources needed to set up the production line that I have to trouble Sect Master Ning to provide. Good guy. It's obvious that they are borrowing chickens to lay eggs. Exactly. Ning Fengzhi still couldn't refuse. Firearms and soul guides were originally developed by others. What's the problem with mastering the core technology? Being able to hand over part of the soul guiding device manufacturing to the Qibao Glazed Sect for OEM work has already divided a considerable portion of the profits. No problem, the Qibao Glazed Sect will assist Tang Sect in building this assembly line. Then thank you Sect Master Ning for your generosity. Tang Lan smiled and pushed the drawing over. This time Ning Fengzhi picked it up and took a quick look. Knew it. Barrett and the Vulcan Cannon, 2 big killers, are not among them. Not only was Ning Fengzhi not annoyed, but she nodded in favor of Tang Lan's caution. Even if Tang Sect controls the bullets, but Barrett's ultra-long-range sniper kill and Vulcan Cannon's large-scale massacre, it is also an extremely terrifying threat to the Tang Sect and the Qibao Glazed Sect itself. Therefore, even firearms without bullets must be strictly restricted in distribution, Ning Fengzhi tentatively said. After I return, I will select a group of core disciples to train in the use of Barrett and Vulcan Cannon. Then we will have to trouble Sect Master Tang. Tang Lan nodded in agreement. Neither of them paid much attention to these minor details. Next, that's the highlight. Ning Fengzhi pulled out the blueprint of the communication soul guide, his eyes shining brightly. This is the core of Tiando's unification. It is also the key to the Qibao Glazed Sect's eternal fame. So, he must guarantee absolute control. Sect Master Tang, this communication soul guide seems to be missing a core. Ning Fengzhi said directly, this control module is blank. Tang Lan spread his hands. It's not that I don't give it, but it's useless if I give it. Sect Master Ning should know my identity, right? Ning Fengzhi nodded in understanding. I had a relationship with Haotian Mianxia at the beginning. At that time, Uncle Jian noticed that the woman next to him was quite similar to your sister Xiao Wu. Don't be too explicit. Yes, my mother is the blue-silver emperor of 100,000 years. Tang Lan admitted frankly. My martial spirit, blue-silver grass, awakened as the blue-silver emperor for the second time on the day of its awakening, and gained some inherited memories. And the core of this communication soul guide is to control the blue-silver grass. Only I can make it in the whole continent. Saying, Tang Lan took out the communication soul guide and opened the shell. The inner core is a section of blue-silver emperor branches and leaves, connected by dense lines. Ning Fengzhi smiled with emotion. Fortunately, due to the presence of Tang Hao, I hesitated for a while. Otherwise, if you fall out directly. In the end, he found out that it was all in vain, and this great opportunity left him. But Ning Fengzhi still refused to give up. If you can't control this soul guide, then control you. My little daughter Rongrong, I wonder what Sect Master Tang thinks. Good guy. Ning Fengzhi is also a ruthless person, and his beloved daughter can be used as a bargaining chip, unfortunately. It doesn't feel right. Tang Lan shook his head and said, on the first night of school, she sneaked into my room and stole things. Her nature is so bad that it's hard to like. Ning Fengzhi. This is something Rongrong can do. I also want to thank sect leader Tang for showing mercy. Ning Fengzhi said helplessly. Then the Qibao Glazed sect will fund the establishment of a production base for this communication soul guidance device. For the convenience of Sect Master Tang, why not set it up in Soto City? Tang Lan shook his head. No need. Tang Lan said, the production base should be set up directly near the Qibao Glazed sect. Ning Feng was overjoyed. Could it be that Tang Lan changed his mind and wanted to join the Qibao Glazed sect? Don't wait for temptation, Tang Lan continued, regarding the manufacturing of the core of the communication soul guide, I don't have to do it. The blue-silver grass that is more than 7 years old has evolved into the blue-silver king. You can let them manufacture blue-silver grass chips, but the quality is not as good as mine, and the signal will be slower. Tang Lan took out a map and handed it to Ning Fengzhi. After the communication soul guide was made, I sent a signal to the blue-silver grass across the continent to look for the blue-silver king who is more than 7 years old. There are 9 in total. This is the specific location. I have finished communicating with them as the emperor, and I have also asked Sect Master Ning to go to the transplant. There are also 15 blue-silver grasses that are over 5 years old and 57 that are over years old. Sect leader Ning can also transplant them together. They can grow faster if they are close to the blue-silver king. If it is fed with heavenly materials and earthly treasures, it can evolve into a 7-year-old blue-silver king in a short period of time. Okay. How can this be a settlement? A purely hands-off shopkeeper. Ning Fengzhi took the map readily. He was willing to do this. Again, Tang Lan has core technology, and Ning Fengzhi has wealth and talent. The two cooperate and each gets what they need. They all took advantage. Even Tang Lan could have changed his cooperation target, but Ning Fengzhi had to choose Tang Lan. Ning Fengzhi was lower than Tang Lan in terms of initiative. I will hurry up and send people to transplant it. Ning Fengzhi said seriously. In addition, I will also recommend that Your Majesty issue a decree to list blue-silver grass as a national protected plant, and those who destroy it privately will be punished by criminal law. Chapter 40 New Soul Bone Technique. Take whale gum. Xiao Wu is playing with fire. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Return to the body. Tang Lan immediately summoned the ice jade scorpion tail. A green scorpion tail pierced his pants, and the tail hook was wrapped around his body and held flat. It is different from the bony joints of ordinary scorpion tails. the Ice Jade Scorpion tail has 5 sections, each section is green, the section closest to the body is the widest, and the section becomes narrower towards the back. The tail hook of the last link is inlaid with shining diamond particles, and the tip of the hook has a silver-white mirror luster, luxurious and noble. At first glance, it doesn't look like a scorpion tail, but it looks like a work of art. The looks match me very well. Tang Lan nodded with satisfaction. He tried to curl up a forging hammer, but failed. The Ice Jade Scorpion tail has a special structure, with 5 sections but 2 meters long, making it difficult to curl, but call out. Snapped. The Ice Jade Scorpion tail stung the air, causing an explosion, sacrifice flexibility, but gain great strength. Even if it is only level A, its power is comparable to the average 3rd soul skill. Let's look at the soul bone skill, Yanji Poison Needle. The ultimate ice that condenses the Ice Jade Scorpion tail collides with the ultimate fire of the 9 Yang Divine Skill's internal power. It only exerts the ultimate fire effect, but the 9 Yang Divine Skill's internal power is not the ultimate fire. The collision erupted with a powerful thrust, and the Ice Jade Scorpion tail was shot out to pierce the surface, break down all defenses. While piercing the enemy's body, it injects the violent ultimate ice and ultimate fire into the body and detonates it. One-hit kill. Tang Lan's eyes lit up. Although this freezing poison needle has shortcomings such as high consumption, short distance, and difficulty to control. But the advantages are obvious: high attack and high damage. The Ice Jade Scorpion tail has a special structure and is more than twice as powerful as Tang Lan's body. Once he gets close, use the freezing poison needle to increase the damage. Anyone who is not above his level 20 cannot prevent this sting at all. Yes, we have another trump card. Tang Lan felt it briefly. The life of the soul ring has increased by about 5,000 years, and the body has strengthened simultaneously. A wave of takeoff. Tang Lan struck while the iron was hot. He took out a piece of Millennium Whale glue and placed it on the hammer surface of Lei Yen Haotian hammer. It is roasted with the flame property into a golden liquid, exuding a light fragrance. Eat them all. I just felt hot all over my body, and my instinctive impulse was aroused. But as soon as Tang Lan activated the 9 Yang Divine Art, all these disappeared. In just a few minutes, digestion is complete. A little feeling. The lifespan has only increased by about 120 years. Also, Tang Lan's current physique is already very strong. The effect of whale glue is naturally greatly reduced. Just now, I should have eaten the whale glue first, and then absorbed the attached soul bone. I was too excited and made a mistake. I ate 2 more pieces of whale gum, which added 70 and 30 years respectively. If you eat it again, it will have no effect. The remaining 4 pieces were put away and fed to Xiao Wu later. Tang Lan took out Chen Xian's insights and briefly read through it. 7 kills caused thunder, and 1 sword pierced the sky. There are 13 strings in a cup. Half of the wind and rain fall into 1 sword. The peaks on Yanpingjian are as if they were cut, and the empty water in the river grows when the sword is removed. Good guy. Are you sure it was your inspiration for the 7-killing sword and not the inspiration for writing poetry? Although the handwriting is sharp, it implies the art of swordsmanship. But Tang Lan was using a hammer and had no idea of understanding at all. Just go to the end. Found an article condensing the ring into reality, because it is about insights rather than secret methods. I wrote 1 sentence here and 1 sentence here and there. The general principle is, after the soul ring unfolds and before the soul skill is released, the soul ring will have a plastic stage. At this time, you can change its form and turn it into an object to be embedded in the spirit. Don't think this is flashy, because the time of the card is after the soul ring is unfolded. If you want to release soul skills, there is no need to unfold the soul ring, and the soul skills in the soul ring can be directly activated. Although the omitted time is not much, it is only about 0.01 seconds, but 1 step first, every step first. Chen Xian's 7-killing sword is faster than the same level, and he can attack all the way to disrupt the enemy's rhythm, thus exposing his flaws. Quite an interesting idea. Tang Lan summoned the Life-Soul Blue-Silver Emperor and directly expanded the Blue-Silver domain. From God's perspective, look for the shaping stage. As the saying goes, a leaf obscures the vision. Observing with purpose, I quickly caught that moment mentally. After a little manipulation, just lift the soul ring from under your feet, shaped into a black leaf, it was stained on the blue-silver Emperor of Life's soul, do the same thing, the Life Soul Blue-Silver Emperor has 3 black leaves. It's quite simple. Tang Lan stretched, only to find that it was getting dark, time flies so fast. Tuk tuk tuk. Brother. Xiao Wu shouted softly, it's been a day, are you still busy? Tang Lan stood up and opened the door. Xiao Wu cast a concerned look, after making sure that Tang Lan was fine, she smiled, he threw himself directly into Tang Lan's arms. Brother, you are so awesome. That sword. Douluo looked at me as if he were looking at a soul ring at first. The eyes are so scary. In the end, he really didn't attack me. You are really too strong. That the admiration on Xiao Wu's face is beyond words as he survives the disaster. Tang Lan smiled and stroked her braid, he still has this little bit of confidence, even if Ning Fengzhi really lost his mind, Tang Hao would still be around. 6 years, his hidden injuries were almost completely cured by the 9 Yang divine art, it's easy to break one's heart, as for Ning Fengzhi who wants help. Tang Lan is confident that he can win this battle against the 5th scum in 3 minutes, although Tang San's martial spirit stretched his hips a bit. With the assistance of Barrett plus hidden weapons, it wouldn't be a problem to temporarily stop other soldiers, that's why Tang Lan asked Xiao Wu to face the title Douluo directly, it's easy to get used to it, did not expect, Ning Fengzhi gave him a surprise. Tang Lan flashed his hand and took out the 7-year-old crystal blood dragon ginseng. Xiao Wu sniffed. What is this? It smells so good. The one Ning Fengzhi picked up just now. Tang Lan smiled and said, the 7-year-old crystal blood dragon ginseng can speed up your transformation time. Xiao Wu was shocked. 20,000 years. She didn't even live that long herself. The 100,000-year soul beast refers to cultivation level, not age. You're giving such a precious thing to me like this? Xiao Wu asked uncertainly. It's just for you to see, give it back to me. Tang Lan joked, the gesture needs to be withdrawn. Xiao Wu dodged and snatched it away, making a face at Tang Lan. I do not care. Whatever comes into my hands is mine. Thank you, brother. In a flash, he fled into the back room of the dormitory. Tang Lan smiled and closed the door, control the blue-silver grass to directly seal off the entire dormitory. He will guard Xiao Wu tonight, this is 7-year-old fairy grass. The effect of the medicine is very strong. Even though Xiao Wu has practiced the 9 Yang divine art, her meridians have already been enlarged, it's still hard to digest, therefore, Tang Lan first melted 4 pieces of whale glue and fed them to Xiao Wu, strengthened the physique and increased the lifespan by about 1,100 years, that's when you take crystal blood dragon ginseng. But the internal energy in his body was still rioting, and he looked like he was about to explode at any moment. At this time, Tang Lan went up and rubbed against him, with the ability of absorbing the same source that is unique to the 9 Yang divine art, Zhuqing, it swallowed up part of Xiao Wu's internal energy of the 9 Yang divine art. Once the meridians are empty, there is no such thing as an explosive body. Over and over again, in and out, the night passed like this. Tang Lan's internal strength has become stronger by several points, but it is not clear how much it has improved, but Xiao Wu's level has soared visibly to the naked eye. And it becomes more and more human. Xiao Wu opened her eyes and jumped onto Tang Lan excitedly. Elder brother. I'm level 37. And my level of complete transformation has also reached level 50 in advance. It's really great. Ha ha ha. Trojan horse. Trojan horse. Trojan horse, like a dancing woodpecker, it outputs a storm. Tang Lan was so angry. Xiao Wu sensed the change and her expression changed. He immediately jumped down and the 3rd soul ring under his feet lit up. Teleport. Run away. Tang Lan was left angry and grinning. Damn it. This girl is responsible for lighting the fire and not putting it out. Sometimes, he really wanted to throw away this pure yang tenfold accelerator and punish this girl on the spot. Call. Tang Lan took a shower and went to relieve the fire. That's when I walked out of the dormitory. I didn't think so. Ning Rongrong was actually standing guard at the door. When she saw Tang Lan coming out, she immediately came over. Sect Master, you finally came out. Can you honor what you promised me? Tang Lan previously promised. As long as the deal is concluded, Ning Rongrong can choose any skill to learn. Tang Lan naturally would not go back on his promise, except for the complete version of 9 Yang magic. There is no need to hide anything else. As long as you are careful not to leak it, it will be fine. Which one do you want to learn? Tang Lan asked. I thought Ning Rongrong would choose the Seal of Immortality. Don't want. Chapter 2 has 6,500 words, and nearly 2,000 words have been deleted. I wrote a stupid plot, so I can't force myself to continue writing it.